लास्ट टर्न पे अपन वाटर पोल्यूशन चैप्टर को डिस्कस कर रहे थे। उसी के कंटिन्यूएशन में अपन जो है आगे डिस्कस करेंगे वाटर पोल्यूटेंट्स, क्लासिफिकेशन, इफेक्ट्स एंड कंट्रोल। The various types of water pollutants can be classified into following major categories. One is organic pollutants, second is pathogens, third is nutrients and agriculture runoff, fourth is suspended solids and sediments, fifth is inorganic pollutants, salts and minerals, sixth is thermal pollution, and seventh is radioactive pollutants. Now, first we will take organic pollutants. Organic pollutants can be further divided into following categories. A. Oxygen demanding waste. The wastewater such as domestic and municipal sewage water, wastewater from food processing industries, canning industries, slaughterhouses, paper and pulp mills, tanneries, breweries, distilleries, etc. have considerable concentration of biodegradable organic compounds either in suspended, colloidal, or dissolved form. These wastes undergo degradation and decomposition by bacterial activity. The dissolved oxygen available in the water body will be consumed for aerobic oxidation of organic matter present in the wastewater. Hence, depletion of the DO will be a serious problem, adversely affecting aquatic life. If the DO falls below 4.0 mg per liter, this decrease of DO is an index of pollution. B is synthetic organic compounds. Synthetic organic compounds are so likely to enter the ecosystem through various man-made activities such as production of these compounds played during transportation and their uses in different applications. Next is these include synthetic pesticides, synthetic detergents, food additives, pharmaceuticals, insecticides, paints, synthetic fibers, plastics, solvents, and volatile organic compounds. Next is the most of the compounds are toxic and biorefractory organic, that is, they are resistant to microbial degradation. Even concentration of some of these interests may make water unfit or for different uses. The detergent can form foams and volatile substances may cause explosion in sea. Polychlorinated biphenyls are used in the industries since 1930s, which are complex mixture of chlorobiphenyls. Being a fat soluble, they move readily through the environment and within the tissue or cells. Once introduced into environment, these compounds are exceedingly persistent and their stability to chemical reagent is also high. Next is oil. Oil is a natural product which results from the plant remains fossils over millions of years under marine conditions. It is a complex mixture of hydrocarbons and degradable under bacterial action. The biodegradation rate is different for different oils, stars being one of the slowest. Oil enters into water through oil spills, leak from oil pipes, and wastewater from production and refineries. Next, being lighter than water, it spreads over the surface of water, separating the contact of water with air, hence resulting in reduction of DO. This pollutant is also responsible for endangering water birds and coastal plants due to coating of oils and adversely affecting the normal activity. It also results in reduction of light transmission through surface waters, thereby reducing the photosynthetic activity of the aquatic plants. Oil includes polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, some of which are known to be carcinogenic. Next is pathogens. The pathogenic microorganisms enter into water body through sewage discharge as a major source or through the wastewater from industries like slaughterhouses. Viruses and bacteria can cause waterborne disease such as cholera, typhoid, dysentery, polio, and infectious hepatitis in humans. Next is nutrients. The agriculture runoff wastewater from fertilizers, industries, and sewage contains substantial concentration of nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus. These waters supply nutrients to be plants and may stimulate the growth of algae and other aquatic weeds in receiving water. Thus, the value of the water body is degraded. In long run, water body reduces DO, leads to eutrophication, and ends up as a dead pool of water. People swimming in eutrophic water containing blue-green algae can have skin and eye irritation, gastroenteritis, and vomiting. High nitrogen level in the water supply cause a potential risk, especially to infants under 6 months. This is when the methane this is when the methemoglobin results in a decrease in the oxygen carrying capacity of the blood, blue baby disease, as nitrate ion in the blood readily oxidizes ferrocyanins in the hemoglobin. Next is the suspended solids and sediments. These comprises of silt, sand, and minerals and eroded from land. These appear in the water through the surface runoff during rainy seasons and through municipal sewage. This can lead to the siltation, reduces storage capacities of reservoirs. Presence of suspended solids can block the sunlight's penetration in the water, which is required for the photosynthesis by bottom vegetation. Deposition of the solid in the quiescent stretches of the stream or ocean's bottom can impair the normal aquatic life and affect the diversity of the aquatic ecosystem. If the deposited solids are organic in nature, they will undergo decomposition leading to development of anaerobic conditions. Finer suspended solids such as silt and coal dust may injure the gills of fishes and causes asphyxiation. Inorganic pollutants. Apart from the organic matter discharged in the water body through sewage and industrial waste, high concentration of heavy metals and other inorganic pollutants contaminate the water. These compounds are non biodegradable and persist in the environment. These pollutants include mineral acids, inorganic salts, trace elements, metals, metal compounds, complexes of metals with organic compounds, cyanide, sulfur, etc. The accumulation of heavy metals may have adverse effects on aquatic flora and fauna and may constitute a public health problem where contaminated organisms are used for food. Algal growth due to nitrogen and phosphorus compounds can be observed. Metals in high concentration can be toxic to biota, example mercury, copper, cadmium, lead, arsenic, selenium, copper greater than zero point 0.1 mg per liter is toxic to microbes. Next is the thermal pollution. Considerable thermal pollution results due to discharge of hot water from thermal power plants, nuclear power plants, and industries where water is used as coolant. As a result of hot water discharge, the temperature of water body increases, which reduces the DO content of the water, adversely affecting the aquatic life. This alters the spectrum of organisms which can adopt to live at that temperature and DO level. When organic matter is also present, The bacterial action increases due to rise in temperature, hence resulting in rapid decrease of DO. The discharge of hot water, which leads to the thermal stratification in the water body, where hot water will remain on the top. Radioactive pollutants. Radioactive material originate from the following: mining and processing of ores, used in research, agriculture, medical, and industrial activities such as 1131, P32, cobalt 60, calcium 45, carbon 14, etc. Radioactive discharge from nuclear power plants and nuclear reactor, example strontium 90, cesium 137, plutonium 248, uranium 238, uranium 235, used and testing of nuclear weapons. These isotopes are toxic to the life forms. They accumulate in the bones, teeth, and can cause serious disorder. The safe concentration for lifetime consumption is 1 into 10 to the power 7 microcuries per ml. Thank you.